Okay, we'll do a little test. See how this works out. Maybe this is a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know. Um, Somebody suggested writing a book about all the crap that I've done in my life. Excuse me, my nose is running. Um, and to be honest with you, I've thought about it over and over again, and then decided that it's too hard to sit down and write a book about yourself. Um, Not that you're not willing to give up pieces of yourself and talk about things that very few people know about. Um, it's it's just hard to put down into words without sounding like you're beating your own drum. Um, to me, anyway. But so I've decided I'm going to try to do a video. Um, Series of video segments over the next few months, and we'll see where that takes us. It may not take us anywhere. Certainly not going to take me to fame and fortune, that's for sure. Um, One of the reasons that I'm doing this is because I've chosen something that has been a very hard decision for me. I have got congestive heart failure with AFib, COPD, a few other maladies going on as well at the same time, all of them conspiring against me. The last 5-6 years now have been a real battle. I did get to the point after the doctor originally told me that I had maybe 1 or 2 years to live. At some point, I basically had to force their hands and say, look, if any of you people consider doing a quadruple bypass, and they said, nah, not really. A few months later, I was in a cardiologist office, and I've been asking for an appointment with a cardiologist, and finally got one, and spent quite a bit of time excuse me, spent quite a bit of time talking with her, and she said, why haven't they done a cardiac bypass on you? And I said, that's the question that I've been asking. And she said, they didn't even suggest it to you? And I said, no, they didn't even suggest it to me at all. So, make a long story short, within about a week, I was in the hospital having a quadruple bypass. It was a life changer, literally. Excuse me, my nose is just giving me a fit this morning. They did a quadruple bypass, which really opened up my heart to the point where things began to change and get a little bit better. Not substantially better, but it was like every day it was like I was losing ground, and I kept losing ground and kept losing ground, and things obviously weren't going to get any better, but it was just the quality of my life at that particular point genuinely sucked. Pretty much the way it is now. It's come full circle. Not that it's come to bite me in the ass, but it did make a huge difference for a long time. In fact, about 5 years now. So it did make a change. Things have gotten worse. You hear the cough. That cough is due to congestion in my lungs and around my heart. it's the congestion is getting worse and worse and worse, and getting harder and harder to control. I have some medications for it. It does help, but at some point your body's going to win a race, and you're basically going to sit and fill up with water. Fluid in your legs, your feet, in your chest cavity, around in your lungs, in the protective sac around your heart. It all begins to build up, and it's a race because you can't outrun it. All you could do is try to keep up, and now we're to the point where I can't even keep up. So, with the time I've got left, I decided that I would see what I needed to do to conduct my way out of this, at least to the point where I don't have to get into a great deal of continued, more drastic suffering than I'm in right now. The shortness of breath will increase and increase and increase to the point where it becomes extremely difficult to breathe. The fluid will continue to build up to the point where it will immobilize me. And once that happens, I'm on the way out the door. And life is hard enough. When you've lived 76 years like I have, it's been easy. It's been really hard sometimes. The good times, the bad times, all of that crap. But it shouldn't have to be that hard when you're dying. So what I've decided to do is, both Washington and Oregon have a dignity of life, the right to die, written into the laws now, and it's not a complicated process. The only one major provision of that is you have to be within 6 months. Your death has to be imminent within a 6-month period, which is where I'm at now. To qualify for that, and you have to be 18 years or older. You have to be, live in the state, and you get the doctors to sign off on the fact that your condition is terminal, and you've got 6 months or less to live. So it's really not a hard process, paperwork wise, to go through. You can actually even do it online now. Used to be they put a whole lot of qualifiers in there, but legislative changes have taken those out and streamlined the process. And this will be frank, you don't see people rushing out to do this. It's a choice. It's an individual choice that everybody has the opportunity to make if they want to make it. But I've had enough. It sounds terribly selfish, and it is, but I've had enough. I'm tired of doing battle and knowing that I'm not gonna win. And knowing where the prognosis is going to take me, and how it's going to end, pretty much, if I don't have a heart attack between now and then, that'll take me out. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm tired. It's been a struggle, and it's damn sure not getting any easier. Nothing in life is easy, but this is life itself, and it's not getting any easier. When you can't walk more than 25, 30 feet without being totally out of breath, or you've got to go up and down the stairs in the house, and just one trip pretty much wants to lay you out. Your legs hurt, your body aches, you can't breathe. It's just it's too big of a fight to fight anymore, and I don't feel that I should have to do that. For me, no one else, but for me. And then when the people that are close to you have other people that they know and love and cherish, that are in similar situations, meaning that they're in the process of dying as well, it makes it really hard on them. They're caught in the middle, and that's the really sad part. Don't be sad for me, be sad for them, because they're caught in the middle, and they've got so much of this death and dying thing already in progress around them that it just makes it, it would make it difficult for anybody to get out of bed every morning and do their job and do it as well as they do. In a way, it would be lifting some of that burden from them. I'm not saying I'm doing this as a magnanimous gesture. That's certainly not what it's intended to be. But I think it would offer some relief. Cut the odds down anyway. So there's a lot involved in making this situation palatable. I realize that a lot of people won't agree with this and will get angry with this. That's okay. I understand. I am a religious person. I've always been a religious person since I was a small child. And I know the teachings that say this is wrong, but I'm not so sure that that's the right point of view. Suicide's always an option, but how you do it is one thing. This is 100% medical, controlled process that I have to administer myself, and no one else can do it for me. Which is a key element to think about is when you choose the time to do it, because you can very quickly get incapacitated to the point where you can't do it, and then you're in for the long ride of waiting. For me, I think I've made a wise choice. For others, this might not be a good choice at all. But for me, it's something that works for me, and I think it will serve its purpose well. So that's the opening statements of an idiot, and I'll continue to make these videos as we go along and let you see the process and the of getting towards the end of somebody's life. So you'll get a picture of somebody that you know in that process, if you care to watch it. I promise it won't get gross or ugly. At least I don't think it will be. At that point, I'll also try to fill you in some backstories on what I've done with my life during my life, and give you some insight into who the hell I am. Which it's taken years for me to understand that simple thing about who the hell am I. It's a lot of therapy, which I'm a strong believer in. If you're having emotional problems and you just don't know where to go, get help. It's out there. It is available, and it is a game changer. If you believe in the process and you work within the process of healing your mind, it will work for you, and it's worthwhile. And it's somebody to talk to that doesn't even know you. They don't know anything about you except what you're willing to tell them, which hopefully is everything that's bothering you. That's the neat thing about it, because there's no prejudgments. Nobody's going to prejudge you based on what they think that you did right or wrong. If you've got issues, go for it. Get them taken care of, and work hard, and you'll accomplish something. Guarantee it. All right, for now, love y'all. Bye-bye.